2, 1, and then there's like, but the 2 and 1 are silent, and you just kind of point.
Yeah.
You remember that on Wayne's World?
Yeah. Of course.
And then like, especially when like Dana Carvey's character, Garth is just sitting there like, and like doesn't know anything to say after that. That's the best, man. All right, well, hey, welcome to Illicit Packets, Episode 1. My name is Dan, and I got my best bud here, Ray. Say hi, Ray.
Hi, Ray.
You just said hi to yourself.
Oh, that happens. No, hey guys, we got Ray here too, and got Dan on the show as well. Good.
So this is gonna be the official first here. We did a dry run last week, which was pretty good, I think overall. We had some pretty good feedback from people, and I want to thank everybody for their input. Constructive. Most of it was all constructive, and a lot of it was good. A couple people a little chapped about one thing or another. But
we had some good reviews. We had a couple people said you were actually funny. So
I was actually funny?
No, just us in general. You as a collective, me and you.
Oh,
I said you guys were actually funny. So,
were they doubting anything else other than that?
I don't know. I just went with a compliment on that one and said thanks. Because it could have been bad. It could have been like, you guys sucked.
Well, that's true.
Don't ever do this again. Please never, ever talk to me.
Well, I think the good thing is that you and I both have the gift of gab when it comes to the two of us, right? I mean, it's not too hard.
Usually.
It's not
as long as there's a beer involved or something, you're probably okay.
Yeah, a beer could be involved, or just to go straight to shots. I mean, fuck it, right? Like, what is it? Middle of the week? No big deal.
Yeah, Flaming Dr. Peppers, let's do it.
Oh, dude, we've done that before. Oh my God, that's been so long. Holy shit, man.
Brings you back to what? College?
At least, yeah. Talking about, how long we've probably known each other here. What is it, like 20 years at least at this point?
Oh, yeah.
So, dude, that college...
freshman year of high school. Well, actually, no, because you always said that you met me when I was in 8th grade or something like that, but I have no recollection of
that. Yeah, it was your 8th grade year, I think, when I first met you. It was around, I knew your sister, she obviously first, right? So she was in school with me, and then, found out you lived down the street. And kind of from then on, it's been hit and go from there.
Yeah, so, definitely before 2000. So
in the year 2000, dude.
Before
it's
that,
20 before that. So yeah, at least 20 years. So yeah, we've done things obviously through college. We've done things through high school. We've done things post college, and
we were pretty close to being in a common law marriage for a while there. That's why we had to move out.
That was kind of sketch. Like, hey, Ray, it's cool you can stay here and play Xbox, but you kind of got to go, man, or I'm gonna have to start like filing taxes with you.
Gotta jointly file together. I think you've moved me. I think you alone without my help, because every time I was like gone when you had to move me, probably moved me into 5 different houses together when we were living, right? Jumping from lease to lease.
Probably. Yeah, probably. And the lease.
And I happen to always be gone. Always.
Yeah, you just kind of just magically so happen to always be gone. How did you do that? I have no idea. Oh shit, we're moving. I gotta go to like I don't know, Cancun or something. I'll be back. Bye. Like it was just so obscure. It wasn't like anything that you're like, man, gotta go visit my mom for the holidays or anything. It was like you were gone.
Yeah, and you moved like my 4 boxes of paperwork I needed to shred from ever. And like my mattress that stayed with me for a very long time.
I don't even want to talk about that mattress.
Some history on it, for sure.
I had to get deloused after I moved that thing.
Not deloused. It wasn't like there's no critters on it.
Well, that was shit. I mean, you didn't move it, so how would you know? When's the last time you like lifted it up?
Yeah, there's no critters on it. Maybe a lot of other stuff, but not critters for sure.
It's one of those things where like just random shit grows after a while, and you're like, I don't know how that got here.
No. I'm clean. I'm sanitary. It's okay.
You're STD free?
Oh, always. But yeah, Courtney was definitely very happy when we got a new bed after we moved together. She was like, yeah, you can just get rid of this and all the memories with it.
Did you like burn it or what? What did you just get rid of it?
I think it's just part of the whole like
put the mattress in,
swap,
replace it out?
Yeah, the mattress swap thing. It's kind of like a take a penny, leave a penny with a mattress, right?
So
you throw your dirty money in the thing, and then
they gave you a shiny penny They give you a shiny penny, and then you goes like, "Hey, I found this in the crack of a hooker's ass. Like, do you want it?" And they're like, "I mean, I guess I need it. Like, I forgot I needed a penny."
Yeah, more like I threw in 3 dirty pennies and took out a nickel. That's kind of how that worked out.
That's not how that works. That's stealing.
Well,
but you got a new mattress out of it, so I guess it works, right? I mean, whatever.
Yeah, now it's like California King, and it's got like a cooling thing, like
beads.
No, it's the cooling layer. It's on top of it, so
does that
cooler
really
in the
work?
summer and everything? It's great.
It's great.
Good mattress.
California Kings. California Kings are only different, I think, from regular Kings by 6 inches in length versus width.
6 inches makes a difference, man.
I mean, you're telling me.
Yeah, well, tall, right? So it's funny because I got this big bed, and I think I still use maybe a foot of the bed in total, and then Courtney has the rest. So
she just do like wrestling moves all day?
No, I mean she definitely moves in her sleep. It's there's some gymnastics and stuff going on over there. But
no swantons off the corner.
No swantons off the corner. No, she's doing elbows from the top rope or something. No, but yeah, it's just I get like this whole sliver. It's like foot on the edge of the bed there that I take.
Which you'd probably be happy if you got a regular king with the extra 6 inches wide, because then you'd have a foot and a half. Yeah,
because I'd still be on the edge of the bed. That's just where I sleep. Apparently, just comfortable with that.
I get it.
Again, man, what if you have to get in a fight in the middle of the night? You don't want to be in the middle of bed. It takes all the covers and stuff.
Well, so yeah,
dude, just get out of that.
There you go, get in a fight again. Why do you always think you're getting in a fight? Like, how many enemies do you have?
A fight, fire, flash flood, dude. You don't know what's gonna happen, and you gotta get out of there. That's why I don't sleep naked too. Like, you don't do that, because what if you have to get a fire and you run out the house, and I got my 8-month-old and I'm out here.
No drag. I'm agile. Like, I don't have wind drag from a shirt or pants. Like. No. So you got like, oh man,
I'm trying to be outside in
these layers.
In the cold, like holding my junk while the fire department's trying to write up a report on whatever.
They got blankets for that shit. They literally like, here's your naked blanket for the fact that your house just burnt down, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, on TV they make it seem like you always get a blanket for every time the police comes, but like anytime I've had interaction with the police, I never got a blanket.
Maybe you feel like you never were going into shock or something like that. I think that's probably why they give blankets.
I guess.
I mean, you're just a
couple
stone
car
cold.
accidents. There's no blankets. I've been pulled over a couple times. No blankets.
Could you imagine if you got pulled over? Like, sir, I pulled you over. You're like, I don't know, but can I get a blanket? And then
somebody needs to try that. Try that. Hit us back on Instagram and tell us how it went.
The security blanket for getting pulled over. Like, oh man, I'm just so nervous. I don't know. Like, do you know I pulled over? Your blinkers. Oh my god, I'm just getting the shivers, and I don't know. Like, this motorcycle cop's gonna pull this out of his fucking like side pouch and give it to you, like this blanket.
Yeah. Exactly.
Writes you the ticket, runs your plates, and he's like, "Give me my blanket back," and you're just sitting there like, "No, it's mine now."
Yeah, or even better. I mean, if somebody out there is listening and they're part of the services and stuff like that, emergency services, just write us back and tell us when you would give somebody a blanket, because I have yet to have one, and on TV you see it all the time. So I'm not sure when, like, is there a blanket shortage and people are just like rationing that, or is it only for certain people or certain instances?
So we want one of two things. One, if you've ever received a blanket from emergency personnel. Or
right.
Two, if you are emergency personnel or any of those kind of items, when is the appropriate time to give a blanket to somebody?
Exactly. I'm all about being educated here. So if anybody knows the answer to that question, that'd be good. I don't want to go on like Ask Jeeves or anything like that, because people just give me some bullshit answer. I don't want to be there.
Well, because the first thing you do is when you go to Ask Jeeves, it'll be like, okay, boomer, click yes to proceed. And then you click yes to proceed.
That's the only search engine I have on Netscape Navigator, man. That's it.
Oh, man. What computer are you running on? Jesus. The same one I bet you.
My mom was Windows 95 that I used to try to take to your LAN parties.
Oh, man.
Still got the porn pop-ups and everything.
The porn pop-ups. You're our 10,000th visitor. I am again. Yes. Man, I've won so much shit. Like, you know how much email I get now? People love me. I'm so popular.
On your Juno email account?
Yeah. I think I had a Net Zero email account. Net Zero is like free, man.
Yeah, who is that guy that we play hockey with that had a Net Zero account? Every time he'd like reply back to the messages, it would be some ad.
Bill. It's Bill.
Oh, okay.
Love Bill. He changed it. We finally like gave him enough shit that he's got a Gmail account now. Shout out to Bill. Painter Bill.
Yeah.
Oh man. Dude,
Bill
speaking of hockey,
change.
it's funny. I don't think he will, man. Bill's a classic. It's funny, dude. He's talking about hockey. Like we obviously have played. I still play, but you obviously have been pushed into early retirement, and that's very unfortunate. But when we actually started talking about doing this podcast, it reminded me.
You sound broken up about my early retirement.
Well, I mean, we could talk about hockey another day. I think you and I could go into that, but it does remind me when we first started talking about playing or doing this podcast, it reminded me a lot about when we talked about playing hockey. It was one of those things that was like, hey, Dan, you want to play hockey? And we're like, yeah, sure. That sounds great.
So we went out to Big Five and got the PVC pipe goals and
right
a rubber puck and
so like 12-pack of beer and then, started working at it. In the court, right. So started working at it, right? And then was like, shit, we should like go, get on the ice and do this thing, right? Look at the price of whatever gear was. Which, to start off, man, it was relatively expensive, right?
It is expensive. Hockey's probably one of the most expensive sports outside of, like, golf.
Oh, dude, I mean, golf's like half the price to get started than hockey. Yeah, dude, you could buy a good set of clubs for, like, what you pay for a pair of skates. I mean, a decent set to start with. I'm not saying you're getting, like, custom fitted, every degree type thing. Like, just a solid set, right? But like, I mean, how much for skates? A good pair of skates. I mean, last pair of skates I bought were probably like $700-800.
Wow.
And I've used those for like the last, 5 or 6 years I played.
Do they correct the ankle bend you got going on when you skate too, or?
Yeah, they're great, man. So the walls are solid on those. I ain't got no bender ankles, man. What are you talking about? These ankles are strong. So, but it took us like what? From in the court with beers and a plastic PVC net, to when we actually got gear. How long was that?
One of our friends telling us a bad investment.
Bad investment. What do you guys
not
do?
invest in that PVC pipe goal with us.
Dude, it was like $40, man. Like, how hard of an investment do I need to like get here? Like,
I mean, in his defense, we were making like minimum wage.
Well,
I mean, you were kind of ahead of everybody because you were making like $2 above minimum wage.
Get on me. I was making cash flow and disposable money. $40, no big deal. Dispose that money really easily right into a PVC net. Not a problem.
Which we broke.
So, that night. We broke it that night, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
So, well, it was worth it because it inspired the seed to be planted to finally actually get on the ice and play. I don't know how long it was, though. It was probably a couple years because we moved on, got better jobs, and made some decent money to finally be able to go out and buy gear, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, here we are, podcast story. This initially came up when we first started talking about this, oh man, years ago, at least while we were in college, right?
At least a decade ago. 10 years ago, we were like, man, we should just do a podcast. I actually bought the equipment.
What did you buy? Do you remember?
I bought like a couple mics and a baby like mixer.
Mm-hmm.
And some pop filters, those types of things.
Sure.
Way more gear than we're using now, for sure. Which I don't know why I needed all that gear. I thought I needed it, but I bought it. Never used it.
Never used
it to church later.
Did you really? I was wondering if you ever returned it or what you did with it. So.
They won't let you like return mics. So, yeah,
it's just dirty.
Yeah, it's like a mattress. You can't return a mattress, man. That's why you got to take a penny, leave a penny, right? So I left the mic penny at the church.
And then if you like rip the tags off your mattress, then you're like an FBI wanted agent, that come to your house. Maybe with a blanket. Yeah. Exactly. Maybe that's what it takes. We're going to find out. I want people to, IllPack Podcast on Instagram, any social media platforms. When do I get a goddamn blanket? That's
not Twitter, though. Don't go to Twitter.
There you go with the Twitter thing again, man. What if all the emergency personnel are only on Twitter? What if that's like a regulation for, people in the fire department that they can only use Twitter because that's the only thing that they believe in, or that's how they, message out to their different fire departments?
I mean, it makes sense. Limit you to 140 characters, to talk to somebody about it. You really have to like tell you what the emergency is, right?
Yeah, you just need like a quick blurb, and then you're on the go.
boiling hot dogs, burn down house, like that would be it.
That's enough.
Yeah, I know where you're at. Let's go.
Does that get you a blanket?
Probably.
Boiling hot dogs?
Yeah. Especially if you're naked while you're doing it. I mean, they got to give you one.
Right. Because it's not going to have the news show your naked ass jumping around. It's not cops.
No.
It's the news.
Do you think if they try to give you a blanket and you say no to the blanket, they will cite you for indecent exposure since you're out there without a blanket? Naked?
That's a good question. Then that's probably definitely a one way you're going to get a blanket. We've already figured out that.
Yeah.
Is indecent exposure.
Give you
two?
The whole scenario.
Maybe they got like, standard issue socks or something that you get too. Or a hat.
I hope so.
I know they at least got those stickers they give out to kids, like the little sheriff badges and stuff. You probably at least get a couple of those.
Sticker up your nips and your dick.
It's just dicks and nips, man. There you go. You need like maybe 3-4 tops, and then you're good to go, man. You're a certified deputy at that point. So 10 years, man. Same kind of game. We talk about it forever, and then we finally hit it and land it. And yeah, we definitely don't have that kind of gear, but we don't need it. Technology's advanced, right? We moved on. Get ourselves PCs and mics and all that kind of jazz, and it's all good to go. So, some people are definitely going to take this as like, why am I listening to this? Right? What are we doing here? Why do I care what these people say? So I was going to ask, like, what do you think the takeaway is? Like, if you're going to tell someone about this, like, what would you tell them to kind of pitch it? Like, what would you say? This is why you should listen.
Is this like in marketing class and they tell you to give your 30-second elevator pitch and
Sure, a little bit.
Convince somebody why to buy Reedman wipes or something.
Reedman wipes. That's a whole nother story. We're going to talk about that one. I got to write that one down. That's a good one.
Yeah. Why people should watch or listen to this podcast? Just for us, it's one of our favorite pastimes to do is just talk to each other and shoot the shit, right? And bullshit. So nothing we do is too serious. Nothing's really off limits either. And just doing it with humor. So know that we're just joking around and trying to get a laugh and enjoy life of the conversation. So this would be more of an interaction with us and kind of enjoying that conversation as well. So it's just an extension of what we already do, just over the internet. And then hopefully people can interact with us and we don't have to keep talking to the same four people all the time while we're getting drunk or something. Sure.
I think one thing to take note of too is that, like, as you hear us kind of have conversations, for example, Ray just brought up Reedman wipes. So that's like, people don't know what that is, right? So we have a lot of like inside stories or a lot of inside jokes, or things that kind of come up, right? And they'll come out through these streams and through these podcasts where we'll be able to, I think, hopefully bring people in, right? So it's not just our stories anymore. It's not just our history. It becomes like everybody's stories and everybody's history. They'll learn as they go. And so while it may seem a little bit random at the first few episodes here, it'll definitely, like, as time goes on and people listen and get to know the personalities that play here, we'll understand more about it. So when we do say, double butter churn hula hoop, that makes sense to somebody because they've understood that we've talked about that before, except for the 5 people that know when I get completely trashed, that's the only dance move that exists ever. So for food for thought. I think it's going to, it will definitely grow over time. There's going to be people that obviously have no interest in listening because you guys are boring or you say shit. But you hit a funny... Shit's life or life shit?
Well, both. But, I mean, let's just talk about stuff that's life, right? So you and I are both in kind of an age now where, been through the hurdles of life, kind of went through and lived some stuff. Definitely have a lot of life to live, but there's a lot of funny things out there, right?
Well, I don't think, like you said, we don't take each other too, like, serious, right? So even when there's stuff that's serious to talk about or things that people like have feelings about, there's always something I can always find some level of humor or entertainment behind it that would try to lighten the situation,
Right, piss somebody off. Absolutely.
And then piss somebody off, right? Oh, well, we've done that. How many times have we sat around the dinner table with like family?
That's why you don't take Dan to the bar as a wingman.
Because why? I'm the one that pisses them off?
Yeah.
Well, they shouldn't talk about like, well, I think that the best thing that's ever happened was when I saw the concert from Britney Spears on my phone because I recorded the whole thing. And it's like, and then I get pissed off because it's like, well, you paid all this money to go to this concert and you didn't You didn't even fucking see the show. You watched it through your phone. Like, you could have bought the DVD, the tour DVD at the fucking gift shop.
You just ruined her moment.
Right. And then she walks away and then you're pissed off at me.
No, that's not true. I mean, it actually worked out to my benefit because people would be like, oh, he's kind of an asshole, but you're not that bad. So I guess I'll talk to you too.
So you use me as the asshole filter and then you play the nice guy?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
It's so funny because, like, I'm definitely probably the nicer guy at heart than you are.
What?
Dude, come on. You're way more cold at stuff at some things than I am.
Oh, yeah, probably.
That's it.
I'm way more unemotional about it than you probably are.
Man, dude, we've scared some people away. No doubt about that. Well, my goal here is to not scare people away here. We're supposed to bring them in. So, like, I know, Ray, like I said, you probably not show a lot of emotion, but can you bring them in for a hug? Are you going to be able to do that? Or are you just going to let me be the hugger? Because I'm going to have to drink a lot more if that's going to be the case.
No, we'll be all right. We'll be okay.
And like right now, we can't touch people. No touching. It's like prison.
No touching.
COVID.
But no, we'll bring them in. We'll bring them into the inside jokes. Tell people, about our various journeys with the inside jokes too, and how they were funny or not funny.
We're still gonna probably think they're funny, and everyone's like, "Oh, okay." It's gonna be one of those things where like we retell a story, and it's funny to us, but it's not funny to anybody else.
Yeah, that'll happen a lot.
Well, don't be so sad about it, Ray. It's okay. We'll get through it.
Oh, I'm good, because we can always edit stuff out too. So
wait, no. Go back.
This one's just for us.
We got a lot of bad reviews on this one because people didn't like this. Well, fuck it. I'm going to edit it out and just rip it out. It's never existed. Never again. Beep boop. No, that's not fair. That's not fair to people. Sometimes maybe you know this. I recall like any kind of reaction, whether it's positive or negative, is a good reaction. Do you know like where that came from by chance?
I mean, all media is good media is kind of the thing, right?
Right. So
doesn't matter what you say about me as long as you spell my name right, like that type of mentality.
Yeah, make sure you get those ats right when you tag me and shit, and then we'll be all right. So I'm okay if people don't like our stuff and want to talk about it. I'm okay rebuttaling and trying to just put my point down. And we can always do an agree to disagree when it comes to shit.
Hug your haters.
Hug your haters. Bring it in, man. I'm gonna give you a big old one.
Haters gonna hate. Skaters are gonna skate.
What's that from?
I think it was like a T Swift song or something, or a meme. A meme.
T Swift meme. A meme. Yeah. Dude. Speaking of showing your age and saying meme, I want to wish you a happy birthday, bud. It was just recently your birthday. How old are you now? 32.
33.
3? Oh my god, that means I'm getting way old.
Yeah, you're close to 40 for sure.
Obviously, I'm way closer to 40. I'm definitely on the backside here, getting to 40. I'll be 36.
I have no idea when your birthday is, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
You always forget. It's just you go to Thanksgiving and then you kind of go, I think your birthday's coming up, right? And then that's how.
No one remembers anything between Thanksgiving and Christmas anyway. It's kind of like when people just kind of zone out and what just happened this month.
That's what happens every time for my birthday. I've had it done for 35 years, but there's definitely someone's like, "Oh yeah, shit, happy birthday!" Because
they're your Christmas birthday present. Yay!
I've had those before too. It's like the tryptophan kick from Thanksgiving just gives them in this euphoric state of remembering like they actually should care about people.
Well, I think you're just going to a whole bunch of holiday parties and all this other stuff. People are just drunk the whole month. They don't know what's going on. That's true. No one's paying attention.
And then they go on my birthday and I want to get drunk. So it's extra drunk. Did you do anything special for your birthday this year or no?
No, dude, I'm too old to do special things for my birthday.
Yeah, I saw a cake. That was cute.
Courtney got me cake.
She got it? Good. She didn't make that one?
No, she didn't make it. But she definitely was like, "That's the cake you like," which she was spot on.
Why was she spot on
Oreo
with
ice cream.
Why was she spot on with the cake? Why did you want that cake?
Why do I want that cake?
Yeah.
That cake. So my first job was at Baskin Robbins. So it was a Baskin Robbins cake. Right.
Oh my god.
And that one had my favorite ice cream in it, which is Oreos, cookies and cream. Right. It was a chocolate cake on it, and then polar bears are just cool. So I've always, and when I was young, I had a polar bear stuffed animal. It was freaking huge. I still have it. I just gave it to my son. And so, yeah, polar bears are cool. I mean, they're going extinct, but they're cool. And she knew that, so she hit all those points in one cake.
Baskin Robbins, holy shit, dude! I just had like big whooshing moments of like stuff.
Yeah, man.
With Baskin
Robbins, tendonitis in my elbow there for a couple summers.
Dude, didn't you work at the IHOP at the same time?
I did. I hustled at the IHOP, which is right across the street from the Baskin Robbins, with a manager there who I still convinced today that he was snorting some in the back when he was managing there.
Pancake batter? You snorting pancake batter?
No. It was probably something else. Yeah. The IHOP was interesting, though, because, like...
Sorry, I was winking. On that.
Wink.
Pancake batter?
Wink, wink. Do not take
it was
alcohol.
It was
wink.
lines of maple syrup, dude. Don't let them... Don't lie. Just gooey Canadian liquid gold.
Yeah. I think everybody should work in a restaurant at least one time in their life.
Why so?
Oh, because there's just so much... If you ever seen the movie Waiting, it's exactly like that in some of these restaurants, right? So, like, the IHOP was not a fancy place. I mean, it's the IHOP, right? And it was in not the most...
It's a Korean barbecue now. I'm not shitting you.
It should be. No, but it was definitely like you'd have like the same people come in, and they'd order the same things, and the waitresses were all in like... They were all older, and you'd have a couple younger ones too. They were all related. Everybody was having sex with everybody. The cooks were all Hispanic, and they were all some of them were trying to get out of gangs, so that was interesting. Actually, one of the guys,
a halfway job.
Yeah, it was, well, not really. It was a, hey, I don't. So the conversation I had with one person was, don't tell anybody I work here, because they will come looking for me.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was one of the guys that actually helped me out in Spanish class. So he was in Spanish class with me in high school, and he helped me cheat.
Hey, speaking of Spanish class, did you ever have like a name that you had to pick for like the teacher to call you?
Yeah, mine was always Juan.
Juan. Mine was Nacho, which was nicknamed for Ignacio.
Of course.
And it's a fat kid joke. I get it, right? Yeah, that's exactly what I picked. I was like, I like nachos, and this is funny. I'll be Nacho. And so every time, teacher call your name and Nacho, and I'm like, I'm food. Like, it's so dumb.
But yeah, I also have IHOP, and then I worked at Baskin Robbins. That's how I paid for my lacrosse gear.
See, like, that's it, man. These jobs only just at that time, dude. The jobs only paid for the disposable, like, activities and income.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, my first job was. Do you remember? Do you remember what my first job was?
Hollywood Video.
Yes, sir. Which is now at Five Guys. So weird, but yeah, dude. Hollywood
Someone's
Video.
Someone's gonna be on the computer triangulating this stuff. What used to be back in 2000?
Well, I mean, I don't know if it really matters to tell people where we live. I mean, it's not like they're gonna hunt us down unless you just really ratted out that dude from the gang from IHOP.
You never know, man. There might be some stalkers out there eventually. Like, what if this shit blows up on episode 100 and then people are coming back and getting hardcore about episode 1 here, and they triangulate that stuff, and then next thing you know,
we have fans that are coming and stalking us.
Yeah, like your house and stuff.
Well, I'm not gonna tell them where I live. Who says I live there now?
Oh,
I don't live at IHOP. Well, I kind of do.
If you stalk that neighborhood, you could probably find you.
Dude, Hollywood Video, man, that was the shit. It's like kind of got me into like being more of a movie buff than I already was, but just being able to get like access to everything. You can watch anything you want. You can, anything that's new, you can get a cut on it and see it before anybody else. It was really cool. Or games too. You get games for free. You can go play them or rent them for free. That was always fun.
Rewind a bunch of movies.
Well, yeah. Well, that was VHS days too. DVD had just like come out during that time, and yeah, definitely had to rewind movies. I think one of my favorite things to do. One of the things we did, we had this contest one time where it was right around the holidays, and we had to sell like X amount of gift cards. Like, and it wasn't gift cards at the time. It was like the booklets of dollars, like fun money that it was for that particular business. So kind of like Jeffrey dollars, but for Hollywood Video.
Yeah, yeah.
So the contest was
bucks
just
for all the video.
Right, exactly. The contest was to sell as many like those packets, those $5 packets or whatever they were.
Did you think that they, just a random thought here, do you think that they like stopped doing the Jeffrey bucks and the Jeffrey dollars because of, you're wasting all that paper, so they just went to gift cards after that? Or do you think it was more of a technical revolution type thing?
Well, I was going to say they stopped doing Jeffrey dollars because Toys R Us went out of business, but
that was way after.
So I think I don't know. It's a good question. I think, and my thought would be just the way technology has advanced would be my opinion and my thought. It made it easier to load up a card, right?
Because they're more durable, right?
Yeah, and it used to be like not prepaid card. No, that's not what I'm saying. It used to be like preloaded cards. It didn't used to be like one card you can put a denomination on. It was like a $5 card, a $10 card, a $50 card, a $100 card, right? Like those were, so you had to like pick which one you wanted to give out. But now you can just be like, oh, I want it for $37.50. And you'd be like, well, why? It's like, because this thing costs $37.50 and I'm not giving him a nickel more. Someone takes my nickels when they give me 3 dirty pennies. I'm not giving him any more nickels.
That's your grandma going into a store. How much is this shirt after tax?
Right.
that's how
much I want there. Well, why didn't you just get him this shirt?
All right, put $27.76 on there and jack him up with that penny.
Oh man, so I want to go back to this because it was always great. We got we hustled. We told customers. My store manager at the time was like, "Hey, just anybody who's gonna buy shit, convince them to buy gift cards or gift dollars or whatever. Convince them to buy these gift booklets, and then just have them rerun the next transaction with the gift cards." Like that was all we did. So for like a month and a half, dude, I'm literally here saying like, oh, I see you giving me $10 and your purchase is $10.75. Like, why don't I give you these $10 in gift cards? You help me out in the process. And then, you get your shit the same way.
You're talking about hustling metrics here? Is that what you're saying?
Dude, we just hustle metrics, bro. It was a straight hustle and we definitely got caught. But we like for like the first like 2 weeks we blew every other store out of the water on gift card sales because we're just like, how is it any different? Like this, and really like, why are you punishing me? We got people that are guaranteeing that they're gonna lock in their money to us. Like, what does it matter?
Always gonna be a hustle in the system, man. Always gonna be a hustle in the system.
There's always a hustle, man. There's got to be a hustle in the system, and kind of going back to like you were talking about Spanish class and cheating, man. Sometimes you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, right? Mm-hmm. So I think the shittiest thing about gift cards is when you buy something that's not at the value that it is, or you have multiple gift cards. You gone through that where you have to try to explain to the cashier to charge like X amount on this one, and then like, well, shit, I use this to buy some Sour Patch Kids, so there's only like $3.52 on this one, so you got to run it for that. Those kind of things. You ever seen that before? You ever had to do that?
Yeah, I mean, back when gift cards were newer, I think.
So now it's like they just reduce it. They just reduce the amount off the total, right? Where like before it was like, yeah, sorry, the card is declined, and you're like, fuck, I don't know how much is on this thing.
You got 5 gift cards for Togos, and you're trying to figure out which one you can buy your $6 sandwich.
Yeah.
It always happened to me at like some Togos or some restaurant like that where you're like, really? I got like 7 of these things. Thanks.
Dude, who was giving you Togo sandwiches? Like who was like, hey man, I want to gift you this sandwich.
I don't know.
Togo's gift cards.
I don't know. As a matter of fact, I don't know how I got any gift cards. It's just you get gift cards. You get gift cards to random places, and you're like, I don't even go to these places, but now I got to go to them because
some movie company that doesn't like movie theater company that doesn't exist in your town. Like, we don't have any Cinemarks here. Like, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
Well, I got it off the Safeway gondola, and I thought you would like it.
Exactly.
Where do I got to drive to use this?
Even today, I got like a pile of gift cards that are sitting here on my bookshelf that probably have stuff on them that I've never used.
You should just go liquidate one day. It's like, it's free money, man.
Oh, I'll grab them real quick. I'll read them out loud in case you want any.
Okay, cool. I hope you don't have any more Togos card.
We could do a giveaway. If you want.
Maybe that's what we'll do. Yeah.
All right. Here's my gift cards. I got a Bevmo gift card that has $7.48 on it.
You know that? They wrote it on it?
It's got 748 written on it, so it could have
I
more.
could have
It could
used
have
it.
less. It could have less. I don't know.
Okay, so that's the giveaway. We get up to like X amount of followers on Instagram.
I'll give away my 748.
We'll give away these gift cards, and there's no promise that there's anything loaded on them whatsoever. It could be more, it could be less. That's your gamble.
I mean, 748. That's like what can you buy for 748 at Bevmo?
One of those samplers of vodka right at the cashier.
There you go.
Those are like less than $5.
A shot of vodka on me.
There you go. I
got a Barnes and Noble gift card, which at one point had $25 on it, but the PIN number is scratched on the back, so I assume I used it, so I have no idea what's on it. So someone can get a little bit of a book here.
A little. Wait, you just tear out like 3 pages and like hand it to the cashier and go, that's all I can afford.
Get a Macy's gift card. Same scenario. PIN number scratched off, so at least one point I either checked it or I used it. And this one was originally for $100, so that one could be a big winner.
Ooh, big spender there.
If Macy's is still around, I don't even know.
Get yourself a new down comforter.
This one's easy. I got a 1 pound gift certificate of See's candy. So definitely get yourself a pound of candy.
There's no, you didn't like tear that in half and only got a half a pound of See's candy or something.
I got a $25 Fandango movie card.
There you go.
Fandango's around.
Fandango is around. They just bought out Voodoo.
Really?
Voodoo just bought Fandango. Yeah, one of the two. In one way or another. So still there.
I have some Regal premiere movie tickets, admit 1.
So you have more than 1? Oh, 5. You can like take the whole family.
Apparently it was a Costco movie pack.
Would you give them away all at the same time if
Sure.
that was the raffle? So
sure,
5.
I'll give them away this month only. So you can go out to your local theater in the United States here.
That's not fair, dude. No theaters are open. I'll meet you at the theater and give them to you. No, I'm not gonna give them to you early, and then you can just use them wherever you want. They're only for this month only. If you can't get into the theater, it's your own fault, not mine.
All right, I got a Buffalo Wild Wings gift certificate. I have no idea what denomination is on this. PIN number scratched off, so there's probably less than what was ever on there. I got another Bevmo gift card. This one has $20 on it. Apparently, never used.
That's another big one. Nice.
Yeah, there you go. I got some stuff here. We need to do some giveaways.
Well, hey, yeah, we should. You should post that on the IG
on the
page.
gram.
Yeah, just get a little spread of that, and then I think when we get to like let's say how many followers you want to do it? You want to do
100. We'll give away a couple 100.
We'll give away gift cards at 100 followers on Instagram. So.
Yeah.
So that'd be good. Let's wrap that up then with that. That's good. So Instagram, if you want to follow us on Instagram, it's ILPAC Podcast. For Twitter, it's ILPAC Podcast. For Facebook, it's ILPAC Podcast. You can also go to our website and get all those links at ilpac.com. We are also on YouTube. I don't remember the link because I haven't registered. I think the cool name for that one yet wasn't allowing me to do that. So the link to our YouTube page where you can listen to the same podcast there is on the website. And we'll just say 100 followers on Instagram. We'll do it just for IG right now, right? We'll give away Ray's random compilation of gift cards to the people.
But we'll give away a random one.
Just one? Whoa. I think we should do a few. I mean, like you already said you don't use them. Yeah, we should do a few.
Well, tell them to comment or something like that. And then
we'll do a random when we actually get to 100 followers. What we'll do is we'll post again. Hey, giveaway time, and then they'll comment on the giveaway, and we'll pick from there. Randomly select them.
Okay. I'll start collecting more gift cards to Togos and shit.
The next giveaway is just gonna be Togos. Yeah, I have some of those floating around too. I'll see if I can find some, and I can throw them into the pile.
Yeah.
So
there's no convenient way to check these, by the way. That's why they're still like that. I mean, they give you like a website or you ever call these 1-800 numbers on the back of these?
They're a pain in the ass, dude. Yeah, they're a pain in the ass. So yeah, but that's not for us to have. It'll be to the winner of the raffle for your random ass gift cards.
Take a penny, leave a penny.
Take a penny, leave a penny. So, all right. Well, thank you everyone for listening. Thanks for everyone that has supported us so far. I really appreciate it. And we will call it here. And we will see you on episode 2. We're looking to try to push these out weekly. So see you guys in about a week. Thanks. Thanks.